Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome to the live stream. I'm Jim from the Side Hustle Shuffle. Welcome, 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 welcome. That's enough out of you guys. All right, quiet. Hey, there we go. We got the funky music on today. What's going on? Today we're going to be talking about one of the biggest shifts in the influencer space. Okay. Brand collaborations with micro influencers. Now, gone are the days when only big name creators could score lucrative deals with major brands. How many followers do I need? How many subscribers do I need, Jim? Stick with me. I'm going to let you know in just a second. Now, companies are realizing that micro and nano influencers, those with smaller but more engaged audiences, are the secret sauce to driving authentic connections and real results. If you're looking to break into the influencer space, now's the perfect time. All right. And I'm here to tell you exactly how to do it. Here we go. We got some comments coming in. Hey, what's up, Terry? Welcome to the live stream. So we're going to be talking about micro influencers, nano micro influencers. Now, what is a micro influencer? Okay, typically somebody with 1,000 followers or subscribers to 100,000. That's the nano micro influencer space under 100,000. So, but you only need like 1,000 to be considered a micro or nano influencer. Okay, so I mean, is that possible? I'm going to tell you why. All right, because most people think you need 1 million subscribers. You have to be a celebrity. You have to be a super person on. Why does that look so crazy? There we go. That's better. Well, maybe. I don't know. Why is it not looking like it's on my head? What's going on? If I did that. I'm just going to go back to there. And if I go like that, will it zoom right in? Yeah. All right. I guess that's where it is. I just feel like I'm cut off a little bit. I'm a little bit low. I don't know. Am I a little bit low? How about if I do this? If I come down like this and I go like this, it'll follow me down a little bit, right? If I go like that, right? And then I hold it again, and then I'll move up, and then I'll be more in the screen. All right. And if I don't move my hands too much, because I talk with my hands, that Seamus will stay where he is. Okay, so anyway, why are they shifting to micro influencers? Okay, brands have found that smaller influencers have stronger, more authentic connections with their audience. Okay, and it leads to higher engagement. Okay, pretty much. Everybody's caught on to the fact that celebrities don't use these products that they're endorsing. Okay, they're just endorsing these products because they're celebrities. But a nano micro influencer, all right, they probably use the product. They're more trusted. We're going to get into all of that. Cost effective for the brands. Instead of paying for large influencers, they can spread it out on the micro influencers and nano influencers and save themselves a lot of money and get themselves a lot more reach with a lot more engagement. The engagement rates on average are higher, like comments, likes, shares, compared to larger influencers. Okay, making their content more impactful. Now, you go on to the larger influencer pages and or content, and you look at the engagement. People aren't having conversations in the comments. Where micro influencers, nano influencers, their audiences are tight. They talk to each other. The guys that are in my chat right now, they'll be talking in the chat while the live is going on, and so that breeds more engagement. Okay, more engagement means more everything for brands. Brands want to see engagement. They want to see time on platform. They want to see all of that kind of stuff. And I shifted again, didn't I? Anyhow, and it's a niche audience. Okay, niche audiences. I don't know what's going on with my camera. It's pissing me off. Stick with me. Stick with me. All right, let's go there. And then let's go there. There it is. There it is. Okay, I found out what I was doing wrong. You learn something new every day. Um, Niche audiences, micro-influencers often cater to a more specific targeted audience, which allows brands to speak directly to the exact demographic they want to reach. So like, let's say that you have a fishing channel on YouTube and you do fishing, whatever, saltwater, freshwater, whatever you do, fly fishing, whatever. And where do you think brands that sell fishing gear want to put their ads? Right now, they send the guy who does the fishing channel, they send him some fishing gear. He uses the fishing gear in the video. He gets paid to do the video, and then he makes commissions off all the sales that he gets from making sales in the videos. All he has to do is say in the video, and this is what I'm using. This is the rod I'm using. This is the reel I'm using. This is the bait I'm using. This is the line I'm using. This is the sinker I'm using. This is the boat I'm using. This is the motor I'm using. This is the life jacket I'm using. This is the fish finder I'm using. All of that kind of stuff, and you put those links down in the description of your videos, of your content, right? You drive traffic, and that's how you're making money as a micro nano influencer. Okay, authenticity, yes, authenticity and trust. Followers of micro influencers often feel more personal connection, leading to greater trust and higher likelihood of them purchasing the recommended products. So again, going back to the fishing channel, when he's using the rod and reel and he's catching fish in his video, odds are people are going to buy that from him because they trust him. They see him using it. It works. They believe him. Everything works. Everything checks out, and they make purchases. Okay, because of trust. Word of mouth. Okay, it's like the best advertisement, they say, is word of mouth, right? So micro nano influencers is kind of like word of mouth on a larger scale, because of the micro influencer, the community, the small community that they're dealing with, 100,000 subscribers, followers, and smaller, right? It's like, it always goes back to being believable, okay? Because when you hear something from somebody, you tend to believe it. Somebody people buy it from people like them. That's why these small groups work so well, because people relate to people that are like them, and they buy from people like them, right? So like if your friend tells you they went to this restaurant, it's a good restaurant, you're inclined to agree with them or believe them and go to that restaurant based on their recommendation, or a movie, or a new song that came out, a new artist that came out. When someone says, hey, check this out, you're more likely to do it because you believe them, and especially if they're giving you something of value at the beginning, right? Like most of these channels, most of these content, most of these ways that you're building these audiences, you're solving problems. That's how you build an audience, in case you didn't know. You solve their problem. You find out what the problem is in the niche, and you solve the problem through your content, and then that makes you the guru in the niche, and that's what happens. Anyhow, I don't want to give away the whole store, right? But brands are seeking long-term relationships with these partners, with these nano and micro influencers. Instead of, they don't one-time deals, they're creating more consistent income. They'll partner with you for a period of time. They'll give you a contract, 3-6 months, something like that, and you'll do a certain amount of videos for them, a certain amount of whatever. Like I've got a couple in the works right now for doing software, videos on software and apps and extensions and all kinds of stuff like that. And so what they do is they contact you. They want you to use the tool or extension or whatever it is, get familiar with it, do a couple of videos on it, and build it up like that, and do so many shorts, so many things on Instagram, so many things on Facebook, so many things across platforms, right? And you'll make all these agreements and come to agreement on price and time frame and all of that kind of stuff, right? Long-term agreements. So these things can be very lucrative. Okay, no more of this, doing stuff for free anymore. Okay, we're not talking. And I love that part of the song. The content creator has the flexibility that they have more creative freedom in the collaborations, allowing for more authentic, less scripted content than resonates better with the audiences. So you know, sometimes you get a deal where they give you the script and they're very strict on what you say. Other times they'll give you bullet points, things you want to mention, things they want to touch on. Most times you have creator uh, what's the word I'm looking for? You have creator choice. What's the word? It's you can do whatever you want. Basically, I can't think of it. You can do whatever you want. Um, uh, Creative indifference or what, something like that, right? Hey, Gear's here. Gear. I saw you in the other meeting on Friday. Well, actually, I didn't see you on Friday. I was actually watching the replay and saw your comments in the meeting. Pretty cool. I got it. My day job is going to calm down, and by the end of October, it should be slowing down where I can make the Friday meetings again. I'm a lot of times in an area where I don't have cell service, so it's kind of tough for me to make the meetings. And there I went. There I went again. Do I got to keep this? Do I got to keep it? That's that. That's that. There we go. What? I don't know. I don't know. I'll put it over there. All right. Artistic license. Thank you. That's what I'm looking for. Artistic license. Of course, that's what I'm looking for. All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Okay, so the flexibility and the artistic license is exactly what I'm looking for. So you have more freedom basically in how you do, and that leads to more authentic, believable content, and it converts more. Okay, because your audience believes you because you're not making it up. It's not robotic. Like I do a lot of TikTok videos, and there's some products that flow really well because I'm familiar with them. I know how they work, and there's other products where I don't know what the hell they are, and I'm not sure how they are, and the directions and instructions aren't clear, and it comes off in the video as robotic and not as believable. Okay, so I mean, definitely, it makes a difference when you can come across believable. Okay, diversity. You're being tapped not only for Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and all of those YouTube stuff, but now you also got the Amazon influencer program. You've got Walmart influencer program, and there it went again. What the hell happened? I don't even see when it happens. It's really getting me annoyed. If I do that, it'll zoom in and I'll still be, I'm like too short in the frame. I don't know what the hell's going on. It's really getting me angry. Yeah. Anyhow, you've also got these other platforms. So you build your audience. Your following in a niche on one of these platforms. Okay. And then of course you can reuse your content and cross post your stuff. Okay, I'm gonna mess around with this there. Oh, that's the wrong way. All right, there we go. I told you, Seamus drinks. All right, we'll try that. I kind of like want my head at the top, right? All right. Now the problem is, and I know it because I'm from Queens. I talk with my hands. I grew up around a lot of Italians, right? Forget about it. And that's triggering the camera. I'm going to end up getting rid of the camera event. I got to upgrade. It's time to upgrade my camera. What do you think? Is it time to drop $1,000 on a new camera? I don't know. I'm not ready. And the power of user generated content was another thing that drives the whole thing, because brands often leverage this content. Okay, and like I know it from TikTok as well. The micro influencers for their own advertising. So they'll like on TikTok they'll ask you for the code. Can I have the ad code? And you'll give them the ad code. They'll run ads using your content. Your link will still be in the content. You'll get all the sales for the content. And I'll tell you what, when my first product went viral, my second one went viral, then they put ads on, helped it go viral. It was already at 1 million. It ended up at 3 million after they put ads to it, and the followers was crazy. I got like 4,000 followers off that video, right? Crazy. So they'll back you. Okay. So when they ask you to use your stuff, a lot of content creators get like, you can't use my stuff in ads and blah blah blah. You know, if the price is right, you'll sell your grandmother, right? So I know I shouldn't have said that. That didn't sound good. But don't not sell your content because you want to hold on to rights to it, right? I would say under the right conditions, it's going to help you, not hurt you. Okay. Of course, if people stealing your content, that's a different story. People using your content without your permission. But I've come across a lot of things where they'll ask me for permission to use my content, and I say no, and they end up doing it anyway and stealing it from me. Or I'll end up getting a little scratch on for a couple of months, and then it'll fall off. I'll forget about it. They'll forget about it, or whatever, and they'll keep using it longer than the agreed time. So things like that happen, and I'm not saying it doesn't happen. People do take advantage of the content creator, but what I'm saying is, if they're going to promote your video, if they're going to take your video and give you credit somehow and drive traffic to your offer, I would definitely take them up on that. And that happens every day on TikTok, every day on TikTok. The other thing too with micro and nano influencers is they tend to have a more local, regional following. A lot of let's say YouTube channels or any account are business accounts, local businesses. Every local business has their own account. They have their own social medias, right? And so you can also leverage that audience with affiliate links and all that kind of stuff, and getting brand deals from being so local that it's a target audience. So like a local business, for an example, you have let's say a local podcast or even a local channel that you showcase all the fishing spots or all the swimming spots or all whatever in the area, or there's the guy that does the camping. He camps in public places. So where am I going with this? And it went off again. I turn around and there I go. I don't know why it does it. Why does it do it? It's my hands, right? It's my hands. So we got some comments coming in. That's exactly. I can't use the computer on TikTok. I have to use the phone, and I hate using the phone. That's why I hate TikTok. I don't hate TikTok, but I hate having to use my phone to do content creation. It's too small. I can't keep up multiple pages open and go back and forth. It's a pain in the butt. But that's what TikTok wants. So I do as much of it as I can. But yeah, all your account stuff, you have to do it through. There's a way to, if you're on a laptop, let's say, or a tablet, to make them think you're on a phone, and you can do it that way as well. But I don't know how to do that. So we were talking about the regional coverage, right? So local businesses will want to advertise with you because your audience is a local audience, because you do everything in your county or everything in your town or your city or your state or whatever it is. You're localized like that. So is that local businesses in that area are going to want to be on your content, in your content, and you can drive traffic to their local business. Yep. Well, I'm glad I could help with that. That's great stuff. I say it all the time with damn it, I'm gonna have to learn this. It pops right back up. Why is it doing it? All right. Well, I give up. The masterminds, and now there's links to 2 masterminds down in the thing, in the description. One is mine. Mine's free. We meet once a month by the water cooler and talk crap. I call it the Creators Guild. And then you got Billy's paid mastermind. He meets Mondays 9:00 in a private session, and he does exclusively brand deals and teaching you how to contact brands, deal with brands, make money with brands. I just do everything on content creation, whatever's happening, because I feel you have to keep your finger on the pulse of everything. But that's why it's important to be in these masterminds, because of what just Gear Web just said, G Web, right? Your G Web on the other one, right? That he heard something in passing in a live stream, and that caused him to check something, and that's how he solved the problem that he had. That's what happens every time I do a live stream, every time I have a guest on, every time I do a mastermind where there's people that open up their cameras and microphones and we have a discussion going on. I always learn something. Definitely always learn something for sure. Now, the other thing too is micro influencers do a lot of affiliate marketing, because the algorithm doesn't care how many followers or subscribers you have. Okay, the algorithm cares how much watch time you have, how much engagement you have. If every piece of content you put out, there's comments, there's shares, there's likes, right? If everybody watches your content, most of it, if it's one of the shorter platforms like TikTok, they have to rewatch it a few times, right? So if you have a 17-second video that's being watched 3 times before they realize they're watching it 3 times, well, that's going to trigger the algorithm, because watch time matters, engagement matters, subscribers, followers don't matter. So you can do affiliate marketing. What's affiliate marketing, Jim? So affiliate marketing is similar to brand deals. Affiliate marketing is promoting other people's products and you get a commission. Just like being the used car salesman, you're going to promote a product that's not yours, like a car, and when you make a sale, you're going to get a commission. That's affiliate marketing online. Okay, so a lot of times you do it with Amazon. Amazon's the biggest one. The Amazon Associates program, where you can promote just about any product. So whatever niche you're in, whether it's knitting, whether it's motorcycles, whether it's baseball, whether it's darts, no matter what it is, right? Mechanics. Amazon has products in that niche. So you make videos, you make content on those topics, and you put what's called an affiliate link. An affiliate link has a code that's trackable to you, so that they know you drove the traffic, and you'll make a commission when you make a sale. Okay, that's affiliate marketing, and everybody does it. Everybody does it. Content creators, that's how they supplement. That's how they make money. Content creators. Okay, affiliate marketing and brand deals. And let me see. So what do you got to say about it? So it's consistency, engagement, and authenticity are the keys to landing these brand deals. Focusing on creating a strong community, right? The community is important. That's it. The brand deals are going to reach out to you when you have a strong community. The partnerships will follow the strong community. How do you build a strong community? You engage with your community. Somebody comments, you comment back. You just don't comment back. You don't say, "Hey, thank you." You say an open-ended question that leads them to want to make another comment. So it's like they'll say, "Hey, great content, great video." You comment something like, "Oh, thank you. What did you like most about it?" Or what did you least like? Whatever you want. However, something open, so that they're inclined to make a comment again, right? Ask a question. Always ask a question. Try and engage them, right? That's what engagement is. Engagement, right? Engaging. And that's how you're going to build your following. You're going to build that following, micro influencer. Now, the riches are in the niches, right? So we'll always go back to you want to niche down, is what they say. You want to niche down. What is niching down? Niching down is, and I always use the sports analogy, and this is really annoying me. I mean, I'm only 5'6", but this is making me look short. All right. It still goes back up again. All right, I don't know. Now that's where I want it. All right. All right. The partnerships will follow. Consistency. You got to build that audience. Now, we were talking about. I always use the sports analogy. So sports is the big niche. Is too big. When you're a small creator, you can't just post on sports. You can't have a sports channel touching on every sport, every game, and everything else, right? You have to niche down. because there's too much competition in sports. So you want to niche down, you say baseball. Well, baseball is still too big. Okay. So then you can niche down to pitching, or you can niche down to a team, right? And let's say we'll go pitching. So you go pitching. Pitching is still pretty big niche. So you can even go down to a pitch, knuckleball, fastball, curveball, slider, whatever pitch you want to do. And I'm only using this as an example. It works in any niche. Just niche down. Okay. Now, why do you want to niche down? You say, hey, Jim, there's no traffic there. There's a less opportunity down there, right? No, there's not. Because you want to know why? Because if you're putting out knuckleball content, the knuckleball people watch it. Not only do they watch it, they watch the whole thing. Not only do they watch the whole thing, they probably share it with the other pitchers that they know that also want to throw knuckleballs. So now that small audience is just boosted you up. They gave you engagement. They've given you watch time. Now you're going to open up. Now, whatever platform you're on, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, they're going to start exposing that and give you more exposure, more views. You're going to get the views from the exposure. They're going to give you more exposure, right? So you have to dominate that small pond. Dominate that small pond, and then you can work your way back up into the ocean. But you got to start small, right? Is there exceptions to every rule? There's exceptions to every rule, but that's the name of the game. Why does that happen? Why the hell does that happen? All right. Anyhow, so how do you approach these brands as a micro influencer, right? You start showcasing your niche. So basically, you build it and they will come. They will find you most of the time. If you keep your social media, like your DMs in Facebook or an email in your profile, right? They'll find you. Especially on YouTube, they find it's very easy for them to find you. And I would say clean up your profile, clean up your homepage, clean up all of that kind of stuff. Make yourself attractive to brands. Okay, make it that they would want to invest in you. So make sure your channel art is good. Make sure that your thumbnails are good. Make sure that you're not cursing in your content or doing any kind of racy content or anything that would turn people off. I don't want to get into different niches that may or may not work because I don't know who knows what's going to work and what not work. The weirdest things work. Try it out. Okay, so now I don't know. I'm drawing a blank for a second. Anyhow, so the micro influencers don't. Basically, what my whole point is to not sit back on your social media. If you're watching other people do it, and you're like, how do I make the crossover from just doing my social media, from just having a TikTok where I'm doing goofy stuff? How do I cross over to be a content creator? How do I monetize it? How do I do that? Right. So that's what this was about. Make everything attractive to brands by having all your art and all your title, your name and all that stuff, presentable, nothing goofy, easy to say, easy to remember, easy to recommend, right? And the engagement in your audience. That's how people, when brands contact me, they'll say things like, you have a very engaged audience, okay? Because they go and look before they contact you. So they go and look, and they're going to find out whether or not. That's how I got into the Amazon influencer program, because of the engagement on my small channel. Okay, and engagement is the key to everything. Okay, Their job is to find creators to get on their radar. I'm not sure who you mean, who they are, whose job is to find the creators. But the brands are, yeah, the brands have like whole departments that are out there searching and trying to find creators and trying to match them in the niches. Like I have, like I tell you, I get software and apps and extensions and tools and all kinds of stuff like that. How to research ads and how to research products and all that kind of stuff. The brand reps, yep, that's what I thought you meant. And they do. That's their job, is to find, just like headhunters trying to find people for recruiters for jobs for executive positions and stuff like that. And you have to be careful when you're negotiating because you don't want to say too little, you don't want to say too much, you don't want to turn them off, but you don't want to cut yourself short. So I kind of lead them into letting them say, I'll ask a question like, how are you used to working with creators? How do you normally go about working with creators? Let them set the stage, and then if I like the offer, I could say, oh, that falls within my parameters, or I could say, well, no, I normally do this, or I was thinking more like this, and let them come back from that. Don't sell yourself short. Don't be the one to throw the number out there. If you can, they may ask you, and a lot of times when they ask me, I'll say, well, what are you used to doing? Or a lot of times I'll say things like, what are your video budgets? Put it in their court, and then don't take what they say as their bottom dollar, because just like you, they're padding their numbers, so they're leaving some room for negotiation. They're expecting you to come back and say, if they say 20 and you're going to say 50, they're going to come back at 30, you're going to come back at 40, and somewhere in the middle you're going to meet, right? Negotiations, like anything else. That's great. That's great. We're going to put that up. They are looking for us, so make stuff they can find. Okay, now there you go. Now, again, SEO, search engine optimization, keywords, title optimization. If you want to work with a certain brand, okay, there's nothing wrong with doing some content about that brand and tagging them. Okay, nothing wrong with that, because when they're tagged, they're going to come back and look at your account, and they're going to decide, is this somebody I want to work with? Or they're making content. Did I like their content? If they like your content, they're going to check out your stuff, right? I mean, that's how you do it. If it's somebody you want to work with. So what you should do, and what they say is, make a list in your niche. Who would you like to work with? And then you can do. People are going to say, I don't want to work for free. I don't want to make content for free. You're making content anyway. You got to make content to generate engagement in your niche. You got to become an authority in your niche. So if it's a brand that you want to reach out to and you're already using their stuff, because most of the time it's something you're already using their stuff. Like for a content creator, they're going to reach out to the microphone people. They're going to reach out to the camera people. They're going to reach out to the lighting people. They're going to reach out to the software people. Things like TubeBuddy and video editors and things like that they use, so they can promote it because they're already using it. They're familiar with it. It goes back to being familiar with it and coming across as believable, because you're the micro nano influencer. It's something you use, so it's believable. That's what's going to make people be attracted to buying it from you, because they know you're using it, right? You're not trying to snow them over and that's another thing. Affiliate marketing gets a bad name because some people, like email lists, they'll say no one buys off email lists because they get spammed all the time. But I will say this about email lists. I'm sure you get an email once a week that you look forward to getting, whether it's from your sports team or whatever niche you're in, okay, whatever hobby you have, right? You have an email that you like to get. Maybe it's your gambling email. Maybe it's your whatever club email. Maybe it's like I said, your sports team. But you get an email from somebody. Okay, you probably get 50 that you don't like, but you do get one that you like, and you do get one that you open and you look at, and maybe you even click some links on it. Maybe you even buy something off of that one. Okay, so don't say they don't work. Okay, you just signed into a bunch of crap you don't like. So you have to go down and to the bottom of the email and sign out of those, right? Opt out, unsubscribe. But there is ones that you do like, and everybody has them. There are emails you get that you signed up for that you like getting. Whether who knows what it is? Only you know what it is. It's different for everybody. Um, so that's why I say email marketing isn't dead. Um, but some people take pictures of their food and they're just taking pictures of their food. Other people are taking pictures of their food and they are making money. They're making side money. Some people are making full-time income doing this kind of stuff, and it's no joke. It's no joke at all. Micro influencers, it's the new .com. Okay, we've had Silicon Valley, we've had .com, we've had all kinds of startups. We've had all of these things that pop off, right? Influencer is the new thing. Influencer is the new business everybody's going to flock to. If you go to a grade school and you ask everybody, in all the students, what do you want to be when you grow up? There's like 80% of them are going to say an influencer, some kind of influencer, right? That's what they want to be when they grow up. That's just a fact of it. It's going to be, and it's going to be like trillions of dollar industry is going to be growing the next 5 years. It's going to be the fastest growing industry in the world. What's this now? Yep, it's true. You never know what you can do, and you parlay all your content. You can do it. Oh, I like that song. But anyhow, um, don't forget to come to the Content Creators Guild, to the Masterminds. Sign up. You go to youdidn'tknow.live. That's mine. The link down there for Billy's is down there. Um, Billy's is not free, but I tell you what, he's got a lot of good information there. Brand deals. You get to pick his brain, for an hour if you like. Definitely worth it. And you have to be in the mastermind. You have to be in some kind of group of like-minded people, because as content creators, it's a lonely business. It's a lonely business. Um, People know what you're doing. They don't understand. Not that it's like crazy, but they don't understand what you're doing. There's a lot of moving parts to being a content creator. There's a lot of skills that you need to know, a lot of skills you need to learn, and you learn them as you go. And you might sit back one day and say, I'm not good at this, or I'm not the best at it. But what okay, what you've learned is just incredible, just to be where you are, right? So don't give up. It's right there. Don't give up before the miracle, right? It's right there. It was right there for me. It's going to be right there for you. Oh, hope that was a little motivation, right? Content creation is a way for personal and financial freedom. That's like my mission statement is to show people that content creation is a path to personal financial freedom. Like, I had a goal. I want to have something so that when I retire, I don't have to stand in front of freaking Walmart and greet people. Okay, that's what I want. But whatever your niche is, okay, there's a following. Okay, don't be afraid if you think it's a small niche. If you think that nobody's doing it, um, you can go to Google Trends. Google Trends is free. A lot of Google stuff is free, and so you can go to Google Trends and put in whatever it is, and they'll tell you over time. You'll see some things are seasonal, some things are what they call evergreen. They're popular all the time. Some things are only seasonal. Some things aren't being searched for at all. Some things are searched for all the time, and you'll be able to find out in Google Trends if it's something that's popular, or if it's something getting popular, or if it's something that's not popular anymore. Okay, like current trends or something. So Google Trends that's why they call it that. Google Trends is a good tool to use for that. So if you have a niche or a hobby or an activity or something that you're not sure if it's good enough to do a YouTube channel or even to make content creation about it or to build an audience about it, you can go to Google Trends and search it and find out for sure. All right. Yeah. So I kind of have myself set up differently today. So I'm like, I'm turning the wrong way half the time. I'm feeling a little twisted. And my computer and the fact that my camera, all right, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. You're going to follow me now. You're going to come down here. No, I'm going to do this. And now you're going to come down here. Right. Then I'm going to do this. And then I'll stop. And then now, see that? It's crazy. All right. I can't win. All right. There we goes. I don't know. All right. I'll have to adjust that camera and take a look at it. You know, I don't know if you knew it, G. I have been talking to Ehud, and he said yes. He said yes. We just have to figure out a time and a date and a time where I can sit down with and he can sit down at the same time. But yeah, he did say yes. So I'll be having and Altavis, I can always ask her back too. I tried to get Eileen. She don't stay up this late. She don't stay up this late. She goes to bed at like 8 o'clock or something crazy, not like that. But yeah, but Ehud did say yes, and I just have to reach out and we have to figure out a time and a schedule to do that. So if you have questions that you would like to ask Ehud about the Logi platform or anything actually, because I'm going to hit him with a bunch of stuff, because he's had an interesting life, but there are questions that I want to ask him. And if you have questions, by all means, let me know in the chats. I get all whatever video you comment on, I'll be able to see it. So if you want to know stuff, David would be great. But David's always traveling, and David's doing really well. I was listening to the replay today while I was driving, and what David said clicked with me. I don't reinvest. I don't purchase products. I used to, but I have a hard time doing it because Amazon takes the carousel away. When they started taking the carousel away, I stopped investing because it's like, if they're taking it away and I can't earn money, why am I investing money? What I do is I do brand deals, and pretty much if I need something, I buy it and I make videos. I don't go and buy stuff just for the sake of reviewing it. I could be making a lot more on the Amazon Influencer Program, I'm sure, but I just can't justify investing thousands of dollars back into it. Again, they could be doing so much better, I think, by us, but especially with the live stream aspect of it. But yeah, that's not like Fluencer Fruit, Liz, I know Liz, spoke to Liz a few times. But again, it's reasonably priced because you're making money with the tool. Again, if it's $1,200 a year, $1,500 a year or whatever, I think that they have it for less but if you're making money with it, I'd pay for it all day long if it's paying for itself, right? That's a no-brainer. But I'm not ready to invest because you'll watch the YouTube videos of the gurus and they'll say, I made $10,000 this month, I made $20,000 this month, but they're not telling you how much they're reinvesting. Okay, so if they're making 10,000 and they're reinvesting 5, okay, how long before they're making that 5,000 back? And they're making 5,000 or 10,000 the next month, but they've already lost 5,000 from the last month, and they're going to pay another 5,000 this month for more products. And how long is it going to take them to make money on on those 500 products? So I don't see them going in the right direction to me. I can't, it doesn't make any sense. Yeah, if you get the yearly, it's 500. I think you're right, but I think if you pay monthly, it's like 150 a month. I think so. It's more, right? Something like that. I'm not saying it's expensive. Again, I say it's worth every penny of it because if you're making money with any tool, I say with any tool, um, if it's making you money, then it's worth paying for it, right? Okay. Always reselling the products. Yes, definitely reselling the products. Um, but I have trouble selling what I'm making every month. Now, if you're spending $5,000 on products to review or whatever they're spending, that's a lot of products to resell. How are you reselling it? Are you cataloging it? Do you have a staff? Like it's like what I'm basically saying is it's not all profit is what I'm saying. Okay. There's a whole bunch of stuff going on in there that you don't know about, that they're not telling you. And again, I'm not saying they're not making any money. They're making good money, but they're not telling you. Uh, Again, the last guest I had, all right, everybody was talking about how many posts they do, right? Now, she said she did 500 posts a day, I think she said, right? Can you compete with that? Those are the successful people. Like if you listen to David and how much he posts, right? If you listen to these people that are making money, how much they actually post, okay? They're not sitting down and doing one post here, one post there, you know. No, you're absolutely right, and I'm not with the reselling, okay, but it takes time. Okay, example, I had the garage sale on Saturday, made a bunch of stuff. But while I was sitting there, I was listing stuff on Facebook Marketplace. So, um, well, garage sales done, everything packed away. And for the past 3 days, I'm getting messages all the time. Is this thing available? Is this thing available? I got to answer them. Yes, it's available. Are you interested? Yes. Can you meet me at 2 in the morning behind the McDonald's? No. Can you meet me at 8 o'clock? At my house? Oh no, I don't want you to come to my house. And like I'm having 10 conversations for a $20 item or a $50 item, and I'm spending a lot of time doing it. I can't imagine them doing it with that many products. That's what I'm saying. And that's the truth. If you do full time work, what my father always say, you get in what you put out, right? You get in what you put out, and that's the truth in most things. That's the truth in most things. You do half ass, you get half ass, right? Pretty much. I agree with you 100%. And the other thing is, you're not responsible. You're responsible for the effort, not the outcome. So you put the effort in, and hopefully the outcome matches the effort. But um, one post a day isn't going to make it when you got these people posting 500 a day. All right. David was talking right off the bat. He makes 2 videos off every product. I used to do that. I got lazy. I'm going to try and start doing it again. I used to do 3 videos. I used to do an unboxing. Nobody does unboxings anymore. But I used to do the unboxing. I used to do product features, and then I used to do a short. And I did that on every product for a long time. And then I kind of fell away from it. Probably should go back to it because the more content out there, the better chance you have of. And I'm doing this, and you can't see nothing. I'm freaking mad as hell. Got to fix this camera settings. All right. I'll tell you what. We're going to call it a night because the camera's just pissed me off. And I'm going to try and fix it for the next time. Again, I'm so sorry. The camera's been messing up. You probably don't even care. Maybe if I stood on my tippy toes, but there you go. Yeah. Good night, Terry. And I will see you again. We're going live again on Sunday. Is it the end of the month? I'll let you know. Look out for the email. Sign up. You didn't know .live. Sign up for the email. You get the email. I don't know if I'm gonna be on YouTube or in the private group on Sunday. I think I'm in the private group on Sunday, but we'll let you know. Okay, we'll let you know. But it was nice talking to you guys. Thank you for showing up, and I'll see you next time.